Have you ever felt like you're living a half-life, giving everything in relationships where you only receive crumbs of affection, sacrificing your dreams to meet others' expectations? Stop for a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time you looked in the mirror and recognized the person staring back? Not the reflection of what others expect, but your true self? Carl Jung, one of the most profound and revolutionary psychologists, left us a powerful lesson that few dare to apply. Your dignity should never compromise with half-hearted love. When you accept less than you deserve, you're telling your soul it's not worth enough. Today's world seems designed to keep us distracted, trapped in a cycle of pleasing others while silencing our inner voice. That constant emptiness or dissatisfaction you feel isn't random. It's your inner self crying for attention amidst the noise. Jung understood that connecting with our unconscious is key to a fulfilling life. When we ignore its signals, silencing our inner voice out of fear of rejection or change, we deny our true nature. Every time you settle for half-hearted love or less than you deserve, you betray that voice guiding you toward wholeness. Think about your current relationships, not just romantic ones, but all connections in your life. How many truly nourish you, making you feel valued, respected, and loved fully? More importantly, how often have you silenced your truth out of fear of losing someone, even knowing the relationship doesn't honor your dignity? Jung would say accepting half-hearted love isn't generosity, it's self-betrayal. When you let someone take only what suits them, accepting half-explanations, empty promises, or conditional affection, you're telling your unconscious, I don't deserve better. Your dignity isn't negotiable. It's not something to discount or give away in pieces. It's the essence of who you are. When you honor it, something extraordinary happens. The universe responds. People unwilling to love you fully drift away, and those who resonate with your true essence appear. Jung spoke extensively about individuation, the journey to become who you truly are. This path isn't easy. It requires facing our shadows, the parts of ourselves we've repressed or denied. Often we accept half-hearted love because deep down we don't believe we deserve more. Perhaps you carry wounds from childhood, past rejections, or the belief that complete love is unattainable. How many times have you told yourself, this is just how love is, or I need to be realistic? Jung would urge you to question these beliefs. While no relationship is perfect, there's a vast difference between accepting human imperfection and settling for crumbs of affection. A love that honors your dignity isn't flawless, but it's complete. It's where you can be yourself, lights and shadows, without pretending, pleasing, or shrinking to be accepted. It's a space to grow, make mistakes, and heal together. Jung's concept of the shadow refers to the parts of us we hide, even from ourselves. Often these shadows hold the key to why we allow half-hearted love. Maybe a part of you fears loneliness, feels unworthy, or identifies as a savior or martyr. Integrating these shadows means recognizing, embracing, and transforming them. When you understand that accepting less stems from fear or lack, you begin to break free from those patterns, gaining clarity about what you truly want and deserve. What if, starting today, you decided your dignity is non-negotiable? What if you set clear boundaries in relationships and voiced your needs without fear or guilt? Jung taught that this authenticity transforms not only you, but also your relationships. Choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. Only by honoring yourself can you offer genuine love to others, as true love comes from inner fullness, not lack. How do you recognize half-hearted love? Jung would point to clear signs: constantly questioning your worth in someone's life, feeling you must hide parts of yourself to be accepted, or sensing a mismatch between words and actions. A powerful clue is feeling like you're walking on eggshells, afraid to express your needs for fear of losing someone. A love that demands you shrink, silence yourself, or settle isn't love, it's subtle control. Jung would encourage you to notice your dreams or deep feelings. Does your body tense around certain people? Do you dream of being trapped or chased? Are you drained after spending time with someone? These are your unconscious signaling that something isn't aligned with your essence. It's easy to rationalize what we feel, thinking others have worse problems or excusing mistreatment. But when you ignore these signs, you disconnect from your deeper self, allowing half-hearted love to flourish. What if you began seeing your dignity as sacred, a temple only those who respect it can enter? Jung knew this self-respect isn't instant. It's a daily practice of small, courageous acts, saying no to an unexciting invitation, voicing a disagreement, or walking away from a draining relationship. Each time you honor your truth, you strengthen your connection to your authentic self. Fear of loneliness often traps us in relationships that dishonor our dignity. But Jung would remind us there's a difference between being alone and feeling lonely. You can be surrounded by people yet feel deeply lonely if those connections aren't genuine. Paradoxically, you can be physically alone but feel profoundly connected to yourself and the world. Learning to be comfortable in your own company makes it easier to reject half-hearted love. Have you noticed how, after ending a relationship that didn't value you, you suddenly feel lighter, more yourself? That's no coincidence. It's your inner self celebrating reconnection, freed from a bond that drained your essence. Jung understood this reconnection's importance, teaching that our psyche always seeks wholeness. When we allow relationships that fragment us, we resist that natural drive toward fullness. Ask yourself, what kind of love are you giving yourself? The truth is, we attract and accept the love we believe we deserve. If you criticize or judge yourself, it's easier to accept love that mirrors those beliefs. The journey to self-compassion and self-love is vital. When you treat yourself with kindness and respect, you set a new standard, making it unacceptable for others to treat you otherwise. Jung saw our closest relationships as mirrors of our self-relationship. If you sacrifice yourself or allow disrespect, ask, am I modeling how I want to be treated? Setting boundaries and demanding complete love doesn't mean being rigid or perfectionist. It's about authentic relationships with room for growth and mutual acceptance. Jung emphasized balance, especially in giving and receiving. Do you feel you give far more than you receive? This imbalance drains energy and breeds resentment. A love that honors your dignity involves reciprocity, where your needs matter as much as the others, and you don't have to beg for attention or affection. Imagine a life where you only accept this kind of love, refusing to settle for less. At first, fear or guilt may arise, but Jung would assure you that honoring your dignity becomes easier over time. It attracts people who respect your boundaries. The irony, as Jung understood, is that the more you're willing to walk away from half-hearted love, the more likely you are to find fulfilling love. By refusing to invest in draining relationships, you make space for those that nourish you. Jung would question society's idea that love is sacrifice or struggle. Does love have to feel like a constant battle, or have we normalized dysfunction? A love that honors your dignity flows more easily, built on mutual respect, honest communication, and shared growth. Authenticity in relationships, showing your true self without fear, creates deep connections. But this starts with being authentic with yourself, questioning inherited beliefs about love and worth. Choosing not to negotiate your dignity is a daily commitment. Some days standing firm will be easy. Others, old patterns may tempt you. Jung would encourage connecting with your intuition through practices like meditation or journaling to hear your inner voice. Your body and emotions offer clues. Do you feel energized or drained after time with someone? Ignoring these signals can manifest as physical or emotional unwellness. Prioritizing your dignity isn't selfish. It's an act of love for yourself and others. By refusing dysfunctional dynamics, you create space for authentic relationships. Your courage to set boundaries can inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect. If you fear being alone after setting boundaries, Jung would remind you it's better to be temporarily alone than permanently diminished. The solitude from honoring your truth is fertile ground for authentic connections. Your relationships reflect your inner world. If you're at war with yourself, you may attract mirroring dynamics. But treating yourself with kindness attracts those who do the same. With every act of self-dignity, you rewrite your story. Start today with small acts of courage. Express a need, say no, feel your emotions without judgment. Each step builds a reality where your dignity is respected, and you only accept complete, honest love. Imagine waking up knowing everyone in your life deeply values you, where you can be yourself without fear. This isn't a fantasy, it's within reach. The path may include doubt or loneliness, but Jung would say these are part of confronting your shadow, where true strength is found. Your dignity is non-negotiable, the sacred core of your being. Make a pact today. Accept only complete love, relationships that nourish and honor all of you. You deserve the full feast, not crumbs. If you're in a relationship that doesn't honor your dignity, it's never too late to choose differently. The world needs more people who demand complete love, setting high standards and refusing dynamics that dim their light. Your choice to honor your dignity can transform not just your life, but inspire others. The time is now. Don't ignore that inner spark of recognition. Share this message with someone who needs it, and let's create a world where we live authentically, with relationships built on mutual respect and complete love. But what happens when you start to honor your dignity and face resistance from those around you? Jung would remind us that change, even positive change, often meets opposition. People accustomed to your old patterns may push back, testing your resolve. This isn't a sign to retreat, but a confirmation that you're disrupting unhealthy dynamics. Stay firm. Your commitment to your dignity will either inspire others to meet you at this new level or reveal who isn't meant to stay in your life. Jung also emphasized the role of archetypes in our psyche, universal patterns that shape our behaviors and relationships. One archetype to watch for is the people pleaser, which may drive you to prioritize others' needs over your own. Recognizing this pattern is the first step to breaking it. Ask yourself, am I acting out of genuine love or a need for approval? By aligning with your authentic self, you shift from seeking external validation to cultivating inner strength. Another powerful tool Jung offered is active imagination, a practice where you engage with your unconscious through dialogue or visualization. If you're struggling to let go of a half-hearted relationship, try imagining a conversation with that person or even with your inner self. What would your dignity say if it could speak? This exercise can uncover hidden truths, helping you clarify what you truly need and deserve. The journey to honoring your dignity also involves forgiving yourself for past moments when you settled for less. Jung believes self-forgiveness is crucial for healing. You may have accepted half-hearted love because it's all you knew at the time. Instead of judging yourself, see those experiences as lessons that brought you to this moment of awakening. Each step, even the missteps, has shaped your path toward wholeness. What about the practical side of setting boundaries? Jung would encourage clear communication, but he'd also stress inner resolve. Before confronting someone, ground yourself in your worth. Write down what you want to say, focusing on I statements. I feel unvalued when my needs are ignored. This approach keeps the conversation honest without escalating into blame. Over time, these conversations become less daunting, and you'll find your voice growing stronger. Jung's teachings also highlight the collective unconscious, the shared reservoir of human experience. When you choose to honor your dignity, you tap into a universal strength, a courage that countless others have drawn upon to break free from unfulfilling relationships. You're not alone in this struggle. By standing up for yourself, you contribute to a collective shift toward healthier, more authentic connections. Consider the legacy you want to leave in your relationships. Jung believed our actions ripple beyond our immediate circle. By refusing half-hearted love, you model self-respect for friends, family, or even future generations. Imagine the impact of showing a child, a sibling, or a friend that they too can demand complete love. Your courage becomes a beacon, lighting the way for others to follow. Finally, Jung would remind us that the pursuit of dignity is a lifelong journey, not a destination. There will be moments of doubt, times when you question if you're asking for too much. In those moments, return to your inner compass. Revisit Jung's wisdom. Your psyche seeks wholeness, and settling for less is a betrayal of that sacred drive. Trust that by honoring your dignity, you're aligning with your highest potential, creating a life rich with love that truly sees and celebrates you.